It's the Will Show. How's everything you wanna know? Keep up everything about sports, so you gon' catch his flow. Never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you call his flow. Talking, he gonna make you even wanna talk. Might even get expired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy, so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the Will Show.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the Will Show. What's going on, people? Hope everybody is staying warm and get that drip going in case your pipes is, we don't want them pipes to bust in the morning and overnight, because it's going to get real cold. So make sure you do that. But we're going to get you guys a little toasty with some nice old conversation. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. We got the Don. What's going on, Don? How you doing, sir?
What's going on, people? It's all good. Just trying to stay warm up in here.
Because I can hear something blowing. Something's blowing really loud. What's going on, Icon? How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, friends. Just, like a whole lot of chilling and trying to stay warm and all that stuff. And that loud could be me. My heat is on.
It's so like somebody like,
It's his dog.
was that you, Don?
Had to turn off the humidifier.
Oh,
The
okay.
humidifier.
Okay. You want to make sure no dampness and all that kind of stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, you doing
Yeah,
all
it's
You
okay?
got some sinuses and the allergies and stuff. This time of the year.
I know
Brother
that's
got to try
right.
to stay, a little healthy, rather.
I understand that. That is true. That is true. I hope everybody's had a great days off for the ones who did not have to go in. And they're kind of stuck in and all kind of stuff like that. Back, haven't been on since probably since the interview. So since Wednesday. So it is what it is. We're gonna move forward. How to find out where to find the Will Show, the No Cap Show, fantasy show, all that stuff, man. It's 54 Sports Network, social media. We're talking about Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok. You don't stop. Spotify, Amazon Music, all that good stuff like that. Apple Music. Also, we're gonna reveal the winners of the boys and girls basketball players of the week. So get ready for that and all that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get stuff rocking, and I'm gonna try to tune some stuff so we can get that. I still hear air a lot, so I'm gonna try to work in the background. So you guys, let's talk about some wrestling.
Wrestling.
What's going on in the wrestling world?
Man.
WWE made its debut on Netflix.
Debut.
The first Raw on Netflix. And I did not have any trouble streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was buffeted once, but I think that was just my internet because it's been acting stupid for days now. But other than that, the people who try to watch it on the computers, I heard, had little issues, but I didn't have any issues at all. I enjoyed the show, all the pageantry that went on. I enjoyed Hulk Hogan getting booed. You know what I'm saying? It was very enjoyable. It was very highly enjoyable show. Nothing super spectacular. Just all the stuff that you just would expect. All the legends coming back, and what I'm saying, and all that kind of thing. So, what I'm saying, there was a little bit of confusion on my part, but I'll let Don speak on what he has to talk about it.
I mean, well, the thing to me, like you said, it wasn't nothing. I was looking for maybe a surprise, something original come out, something to make it stand, the show to even stand out more. I mean, other than the final boss, The Rock, he showed up at the beginning. He made his appearance, since The Rock owns so much now of shares of TKO, so he's like the head in charge. So the
He
Rock's
truly is
running
the
things
final
like
boss.
that. So, yeah, like really, he's in control. But like I mean, it was a show to me. It was okay to me. I wanted to be more critique of it once I was watching it and going over it and trying to see what would catch me. I mean, I guess the best thing main event was okay to a certain point, but I think CM Punk didn't sell one of one
Mm.
of your boys. He didn't sell one of his moves. I'm trying to think one of Seth Rollins' moves at the very end where he finished them off, where they finished the match. I guess they probably was told to finish it, but he kind of just popped up after CM Punk did one of his moves, and yeah, it was like But like I said, the first 2 hours there was two matches. First 2 hours. And both those matches added up to 28 minutes. And I thought it was kind of weird. The second match didn't even start until an hour and 30 minutes into the show. So it was all about showing. It was all about publicizing. It was all advertisement for Netflix. So I mean, WWE
Well,
did their
here,
job. So
here's how
But
I
you know
see it,
what?
and I'm
Go ahead. Because I was trying to
no, I was gonna
figure
say,
out what kind of sparked a lot of that Hulk Hogan stuff. But you guys go ahead, rock and roll.
oh, just real quick, and I'll make it quick. The way I saw the way they had to do the show that way is because you're bringing in new viewers. So
hmm
now these new viewers have to know who these people are, who these characters are, what's going on in these stories and stuff like that. So there was a lot of lead up to a lot of different things. You know what I mean? So I think that's the reason why there were probably very few matches, but a lot of other stuff going on. Right, and so and then real quick, I'll leave it with this: The Rock being nice to Cody Rhodes, where right before that they didn't like each other. Then go on the next show the following night and says, "Know your role, shut your mouth, and just enjoy the ride. The ride is The Rock is going to take you on." I'm like, I'm so confused at this point. Do you not like dude? Do you like dude? Are you bloodline? Are you not bloodline? I guess it'll get figured out as it goes. But go, Will.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I really don't want to get into that because I think I already know. But we can already go on. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight,
Of course.
so let's go ahead and get into some b-ball. We had some great basketball. Yes, actually, man, it's on. It's just really on as far as the basketball season. We're talking about high school, college, professional, NBA, all that kind of stuff, and was very very pleased. So we're going to talk about a couple of games tonight. I want to go ahead and let's see. Let's go ahead and start off with the number six ranked Kentucky. Went down to Georgia, Athens, and got beat 82-69. Uh, just like a sports fanatic that I am, of course, I hate when both Kentucky and Louisville playing at the same time because I want to go ahead and be able to talk about, saying both games, so to speak, stuff like that. But I had both games on. Let me put it that way. And from what I was seeing, somebody got beat up, man. And unless UK goes back into the shed and starts pounding each other as far as fight, being physical because they're going to lose to every physical team that they play. They're not physical. They want to shoot a bunch of jumpers and be pretty with it, but these teams is going to pound them, bro. I mean, especially on the road. At Rupp, you can get away with that. You can get away with that with, like, what I'm saying, there'll be a lot of phantom calls and different stuff like that. They ain't going to let you breathe on them, touch them. But on the road, and you can say, well, man, there's a lot of teams that got beat. Yeah, but their problem is physicality. They don't like it. Well, they beat Gonzaga's not a physical team at all. Your defense is suspect. Oh well, we beat. Look, you beat Florida. I've never seen unless it's a professional team that scores 106 points and you don't blow somebody out. You win 106 to 100. That's not good. No one should have been pleased with that. If you BBN, you beat a Louisville team minus some players 93-85. It's too many points. No defense, bro. Until you get that together, it's gonna be continue to pile up. And you gotta hope. And everybody knows the teams that survive and advance in March are the teams that be able to play defense and offense. You're not gonna sit there and just blow everybody. That's not gonna happen. Everything's strengthened, tightens up. You're not gonna get them great looks and all this kind of stuff. Unless that happens, I can see way more losses coming. And they go, oh, this is SEC. Yeah, I understand that. But there's some other good teams that are not in the SEC. Point blank. Don, I know you was at another game, but when you saw this, man, what was your thoughts and all that kind of stuff as far as Kentucky going down to Georgia?
Yeah, first off, I heard the score going throughout the arena at the Yum, and once that spread, I mean, not only was we things going our way and things looking down for the Blues, so it was very put a smile on a lot of people's face while they was in there. But first, and then I want to say when I went to look, I'm like, okay, I keep up. I want to be like, what's this Butler guy doing? What's you try to keep track because I'm like, he would never have a game like that against us. But again, let's say that or anybody else. But seeing Georgia do this, and I'm like, this is exactly what Kentucky would do. I'm like, it would happen to them. They're gonna come out play that, when they play against Florida, like you said, that score was outrageous. And if you happy for another team to be scoring 100 points against you, yeah, I know you won, but I don't get it. But you can't tell those Cat fans too much anything. And once I looked, I didn't think. Once I just got to look at the stats, and you seen that Georgia's shot, I think a little bit over 40% or something. You like this? You would think they wouldn't have beat nobody just by looking at the stats. But then you look at Kentucky's stats; they shot 37%. So
24
it wasn't
from
no pretty game, probably both
24% from the 3-pointer. Yeah, that's not gonna do it on the road. Icon, what's your thoughts when you saw this?
I thought the same thing that you kind of said there in the beginning. They play like garbage on the road. It's they. There was a stat I think they threw out. I think maybe before or during the Florida game, where they said that Kentucky generally would win if your boy Carr is leading scorer.
Yeah, I saw that.
He has, he had 6 points this game. 6 points.
Yeah, that's not good.
And you know it's bad when Garrison has 13.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And so, and then Owe had 12. So it's just like, and then your scoring basically went to Butler, because as long as you keep a hand or somebody on was that Brea?
Brea, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all shut down. So, Georgia was having a special night. I'm saying when that dude hit that little layup on a 1-foot jump and threw that sucker off the backboard and went in, I was like, oh yeah, even the announcers like, yeah, that's the kind of night Georgia's been having.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I get it.
And
Louisville seen them kind of
nights. And that's not really fair to Georgia.
Right.
Especially since Georgia came in the game 12-2. I really just think that the reason why you heard a lot of cheering because it was the SEC network. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to make sure double check, because you would thought Kentucky was winning this whole game from start to finish the way they was cheering for Kentucky. And I'm like, dude, I know Georgia football, and they done had some good years. We understand that. Final Four, Hugh Durham, rest in peace. But when you're up here just promoting Kentucky and they're getting beat to death, something's wrong with your SEC network. I just knew for sure it had to be a former Kentucky player, the way it was just on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's bull. And you're right. He did hit a lucky shot. I understand that. But Kentucky ain't hit no lucky ones?
No, Kentucky definitely. First of all, they always get some lucky. But just as far as the night they were having. I'm not crapping on the team itself, but just the kind of night they were having. Now I'm not saying that the score wouldn't still been the same. I mean,
Right.
people tend to play better at home.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You tend to, there's a lot
Where
more
was
leeway in the
Williams?
calls.
Where was Williams? I mean, did he hurt himself? I know that when he was going through the handshake line, that's kind of bad when you want to watch the handshake line when people lose or win and stuff like that. And he
Yeah,
would not. He was doing it the whole time like this. He was protecting the other hand. So I don't know if he got instead of coming right here, he was like this. So I don't know if he banged up because he only played 13 minutes. He only gave you 2 points, 4 fouls. There's no way that a guy that you paid all that money for to give you that 2 points, four what to get 5 rebounds, and you need somebody on the road like that. He has to play big for you, especially when your former recruit was blocking everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Georgia was more physical, man. I mean, and it showed. I mean, they whimper. Kentucky whimper, dude.
yeah,
You're not gonna win. And only one who
yeah,
can withstand that is Butler. And
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But he's too busy jawing back and forth. And I understand it. Gonna talk about this is y'all Super Bowl, dude. You was on a crappy team last year. What are you talking about? You
For real,
you
man.
ain't too far from it, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Yeah,
know. Go
yeah,
ahead, try. Go
that's
ahead. Go
right.
ahead. My bad.
No. I was just say Jackson Robinson, 5 points.
Come on, man. You supposed to be the NBA player, right? You supposed to be the one who was trying for the NBA, and they pretty much gave him a bag to make sure he came back. Every time I see him, dude, he disappoints in a big game. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just too many two guards out there, bro. It's just too many two guards.
Withers
And,
away.
and what you said, and you hit it right there, though. When Brandon Garrison got 13 and 5, and we know he's a walking
Yeah.
machine. He's a walking machine. So, hey, it is what it is.
Heck yeah.
He just
He's wild as a dare too.
Fouling everybody, punching people in the throat,
Yeah.
and then saying, "Whoop me." Yeah, you,
You know
bro.
what?
Yeah, you wild, bro. You wild. All right, let's get to this.
He's a wrestling heel.
Yeah, he big time. He is big time. All right, let's get into this. Louisville 74, Clemson 64. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it rocking and rolling because Bird's Eye View would definitely cover this, but I want to go ahead and get some stats at and stuff like that for that one. Great win for Louisville. First of all, the defense, man. As long as you play defense, it's gonna rock and roll. We all know that Clemson's coming in there to beat you up, be physical, and Coach B, he can coach, dude. He can coach for Clemson. He knows exactly. He's been there for a while. He knows the style he wants. So we're gonna pound it inside. We're gonna do all this stuff. And really, they got some shooters. They actually got more shooters probably in the head in a while for them. But it's just so refreshing when you see that this team has bought all the way in defensively. When you can have players that went off for 3, 4 straight games with 20 points, and now they barely getting 10 or 7 points, but it makes no difference because they're playing defense, have totally bought in. Real quick, let me do the stats real quick, and then I'm going to let you guys rock and roll with it. Louisville actually shot 45% from the field goal, Clemson 40. Louisville only 29.6 from three-pointers, 8 for 27. Clemson 33, they hit 8 for 24. Free throw, much improved for Louisville, 80%, 16 for 20. Clemson was 4 for 5, 80%. Louisville went to the line lots of times. Rebounded. Clemson out rebounded Louisville 38-32. Offensive rebounds, Clemson had 16, Louisville had 9. Defensive rebounds, 23-22. Assists, Louisville had 13 versus their 11. Steals, 7-6, Louisville. Blocks, 3-2, Louisville. Turnovers, Louisville had 12 turnovers, and Clemson had 13. 19 points off the turnovers for Clemson, only 13 for Louisville. But Louisville had 8 fast points break versus 2. Points in the paint, you always want to look at because everybody always says Louisville strictly three-pointers. They had 32 points in the paint, Clemson 30. Largest lead for the game was 14 for Louisville, only 6 for Clemson. Let me see. Let me get this real quick. Let me get this individual stats for some people who might not have got it. Let's see. James Scott, rocking and rolling, a double double, 11 and 10. Noah Waterman, four
Mm.
4 points, 5 points, five personal fouls, one rebound. Only 15, was there 15 minutes to play? Was in foul trouble. His thumb is a mess. Something's wrong with his
Yeah.
thumb. So
Broke.
him out there, it's probably fractured, and he's still gutting it out. Terrence Edwards, like I said, defense. He only had 5 points, one assist, one rebound, but playing Hawk defense. Chucky, kind of a slow night for him, but hey, 9 points, three steals, had four turnovers, seven assists, three rebounds. Uh, Abubakar had 6 points, two rebounds. Roos had a big time three when Clemson was coming back. Rain Smith only had 3 points, one for seven. But Javon Hadley said, "Get out the way, move." 32 points, 10 rebounds, four assists, and playing against him and Bubakar playing against big guys all night long and really
Mm.
own the paint. Hey, hats off to Hadley. Hats off to everybody because it's not like, hey, it's me, me, me. Hey, and you can see towards the end of the game, really, hey, he's hot, coach. Run plays for him. They was
Yep.
going through him because he was doing whatever he wanted to do. He also was a 9 for 11 for free throws. Very impressive. Big time for them to go ahead. Now they're 11 and 5, 4 and 1 in the conference. Smooth operator, smooth operator. The Don, you was there. The atmosphere on TV sounded marvelous. But tell everybody the atmosphere at the game. And guys, I'm not going to put a time limit on him, but I am going to put a time limit. Don't be too long with it. We got a lot of stuff covered. Let's go, Don.
I feel you because it was fantastic. It was back in Freedom Hall. You would not think it was just 15,000 people in there. You would think the place was jam packed. It was rocking and rolling. The student section was rocking all around. When they strike the band, it was old time sake, man. I swear I could shed a tear while I was in there and just looking at it. Oh my gosh! But it just at certain moments, like I said, with just so many pops and stuff like that. The crowd was in it. Even when your opponent's head coach speaks about the crowd, said we was probably bothered some by the crowd. Yes. Now, Card Nation's back. PK's brought us here, and it's great. And the thing about it to me, real quick, as we're gonna go on, as in you don't know now each and every game there's different players that can step up as we are seeing each and every game. Like some people don't ain't having a great game. When your three top scorers go a combined 4 for 28 for 14% shooting, when Edwards, you got Rain Smith, you got Chucky, all of them go for 4 for 28, but you got a man over here go for 32 points. Then you get James Scott go 11 and 10. I mean, it's great when other players don't show up and you still got players that can get it. And like you said, it ain't right now. You don't see it like no greedy ball out there. Nobody's thinking about themselves. They
Mm-hmm.
thinking about, like you said, even when you was talking about it, you said, "Hey, he gets the hot hand." You seen what the crowd got to the point of towards the end of the game, and they were just chanting for Huntley. And Chucky's like this. Chucky's like, "Yes, give this man his roses right now because he is putting us on his back, and we are running through this game." I'm telling you. I mean, after the game was over, I stepped on that floor, and that floor was still hot because we was cooking that night. We was cooking last night. Okay, I can't keep on, but it was hot. It was great.
It's it,
Fantastic.
it, it was Hadley, not Huntley.
What I
Go,
say? Hadley, Huntley.
so,
Okay, you know me.
go, go ahead, Icon. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on the game?
You just gotta have to start saying numbers. All right, so look, this was to me was not just a team that bought in for defense and everything like that, but it's also bought in. This was coaching,
Uh,
and I'm a.
uh,
This was coaching.
what was that?
This was
Say,
coaching.
oh, I didn't hear you. Say it a little bit louder for
You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. Again, I had to see it on the floor.
Right.
me. Yes,
I
you
had to see it
did.
on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, you had that same smile when Kenny Payne was coaching.
Uh,
So
uh,
look,
hold up, hold up.
Oh,
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 oh, oh, oh,
oh,
oh,
when he
oh,
got
oh,
there,
oh,
yes, you was
oh,
oh.
excited. You
Don't
was excited.
don't insult me. Do not insult me like that. Do
No, but
not
look.
throw
Here's my
me
thing
under
with
the
coaching.
gutter.
I got you.
Go
I got
ahead,
you.
T.
So no. This is coaching, and I'll tell you why. Hadley scored those points because none of their bigs can guard the perimeter.
right.
So when you got a big out on perimeter, first thing you're going to do is drive. You had them all on their heels all night. I mean, all those layups, he's laying it up on the left side of the rim with his right hand every time. They could not guard him. Shefflin will come out, could not guard him. None of their bigs could not guard on the perimeter. So they give the ball to him on the perimeter, go to work. When he got somebody his size or maybe smaller, you know what I'm saying? Then that's when the back down started. Somebody bigger than him, step out, then I'm just going to drive right by you. Great coaching.
Go ahead.
Let me just point out a little second, couple hot spots with Louisville had during the game. Like I said, where this Louisville team is not right now. We haven't seen them. We've seen them in the past, but now they're showing where they got that gut and grit to stay in the game, to get with it, don't fold under pressure. When the first half, when they went down by 6, and that was the largest lead Clemson took. When they was up 34-20, when Clemson was up 34-28, James Scott got that loot with 3 minutes left to go in the first half, and they went on a 14-1 run after that. And it was like, okay, no, we're gonna get back in the second half. They was up by 2 points, but then after that, they went on. Roos, when he hit that, when the Clemson tried to come back, when they came within 2, Roos hit that 3, and they went on a 9-0 run and never lost the lead then. I mean, what a fantastic. I mean, when they had, like you said, when Clemson had 16 offensive rebounds, and when they just scored 11 second chance points off those 16 rebounds, that tells you, like you said, defense held down.
Yeah, man. It's very, very, man. I mean, it's gritty, dude. I mean, really, really. I mean, and I don't want to see, kind of like, people was like in the, in this pressure, you basically, outsize, and he's like, dude, no, I mean, this because you taller and you bigger, physicality comes in outsize and stuff like that, and they are a mature team. There's no other way to put what they're doing in perspective, bro. I mean, they are a very mature team that it takes a lot. Even if they was rattled on some other road games, like say Rupp, they put it together, right? Because that could have went haywire, and it wasn't. These guys are not gonna get rattled with that, bro. And it took them time. It took them time when Pryor got hurt. How are we gonna adjust to this? How are we going to be looking? What roles? What do we do? What do you do now? Because you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? We got a guy that's probably in the ice tub every day. Mr. Waterman's probably in the ice tub every day because he didn't sign up for this kind of, he thought he was going to be sitting in the corner shooting threes, not have to worry about nothing. Guard a little a 3, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to bang in there. He's getting slapped, punched, all kind of stuff like that because he's 6'11". But they get it. You're going to have to make sacrifices. And they do. You can see it, man. And I love that you heard that, oh boy, PK said basically, after the EK game, they EKU game, they went ahead and said, hey, we need to tighten up. This, there's no disrespect to EKU. We can't be barely, hanging on and, because we can't afford not to play with grit and be grimy. You got to go out there hard, play hard on defense every single night because that's one thing. That effort's got to be there. You can stay in a game and maybe somebody get hot, maybe Rain and get 2 or 3 3-pointers type stuff. But like LaDon said, and like PK said when he was talking about only, the 3 leading scorers only have 4 field goals or something like that. but they get it. They understand. That didn't stop their game. You know how many times the Patino used to have to preach about, I got to teach these guys that don't let your offense affect your defense. He was talking about that, praying about that to every star player that came through that door pretty much. And now these guys, you can see it. You can see it. And the thing about it is, after they go to Pittsburgh on Saturday, if they can go ahead and get that one, you talking about a real winning streak that's coming the way.
Man.
As long as they stay focused. Anything can happen. We know injuries, all that kind of stuff. As long as they stay focused, they have a chance. And ain't nothing like seeing that. Right between our eyes, before our eyes. And I know that's what Icon, and in case you guys has missed that, and that's what Don was kind of teasing, Icon said to the approaches, hey, I got to see it. I don't want to, what I'm
Right.
saying, hear all. I want to see it in my eyes, see what's going on, see adjustments. I want to see how they do things and all this kind of stuff. And that's why the back and forth with that one, which is true. Everybody, we were sold some bag of goods. We just knew
Right.
we was going to get the other guy, and he was going to come in because he was a former player, and he's going to fight for your right, and we're going to get all these players and do this. Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work.
Yeah.
That didn't work. And you see it. You saw it. You experienced. All I got to say is this. When you have someone who coaches at the alma mater, and you know that you only won a total of 12 games, and you get fired and you do not address the community, the school, on a thank you for giving me the opportunity, that's all you had to say. I wish things would have worked out, but you didn't do none of that. You had yet to say anything to Card Nation. Ain't nobody saying, hey, we got to see the blueprint, bro. All you got to do is say, hey, thank you for the opportunity. I'm out. Peace. Nobody's expecting anything, but you have not done anything, and you won't. That kind of shows me what you're dealing with. So thank God that riffraff is out. For real, for real. Point. Hey. When I can watch basketball now, not just Louisville basketball, I can watch everything like I used to. Come on, man. I know I'm not the only one that for the past 2 years, I don't have an appetite no more. My stomach hurt. Only thing I was watching the NCAA tournament, bro. I watch a little bit of the beginning of the game, then you can see that it was going south real quick.
Real quick.
Real quick. I've never seen players not give effort like that for every game. You have one player here, another player there, then it's like, man, what is that? Then you see these players on these other teams, and they doing the same shit. Yeah. You have one, may have a good game, and then you don't hear nothing, man. I mean, to me, I think the one that stands out who's probably doing something is probably Trey White. And I seen where he was taking out real quick and stuff like that. He's on a hell of a team, and he's on a coach, Underwood, who's not going to take that crap. So you in here, you're going to have to play. Hadley is coming off the bench. He's coming off the bench. All kinds of stuff. Mike James got hurt. Skies at UCLA, and hell, Cronin questioned their manhood last night. It's the same old. Some of these other guys, you don't even know where they're at. You know what I'm saying? I know Caleb was doing some stuff at Florida International, I want to say.
Yeah.
He was doing some stuff, you know what I'm saying? JJ was starting. He's coming off the bench. He have some good games and bad games. This is this inconsistency. Wish them nothing but the best. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Keep it moving. Keep it grinding. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this, though, real quick. It's what one thing PK says after every game is like, this game was our most important game in Louisville history. Every game, he repeats that. This game is one of our most important games in Louisville history because no game separates another game. Every game's important, and y'all going to play like it. So,
Got to.
shouts out.
And it kind of works in his favor, though. Like I said, man, I'm going to keep saying it. It makes it different when you have grown men, professionals. You only got one freshman, and you hoping that, and then you got some sophomore stuff like that. But they carry themselves like professionals. They could do nothing but help Ruth and Scott and all the other guys and Rogers and things like that that probably be back. That's a beautiful thing. That's big time. What you drinking on, man? We know we got Mile Wide 502 Corvette Club sponsors and Vinyl Empire. What you drinking on,
Yes, we
Don?
do. I got illusions tonight. Illusions tonight.
Okay.
See, let me get a good
Is that
picture of that. Yeah.
that's not light? Is that regular?
No, it's
It's like
it's like yeah, it's
it,
like
Oh,
it's,
okay.
it's the beer that they did with what with Monic
moaning
Monic.
beer company.
Monic. Okay. All right.
Okay,
So
I couldn't read that right there.
so it's light. Okay, cool. So is it
Oh,
good?
okay, it is Monic. Okay,
So
yeah,
is
I
it
didn't see
good,
that.
man? Is it
Yeah,
refreshing,
it's
man?
good. It's good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Mile wide, big time.
Yes,
That's good
sir.
stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
What's up, D? How you doing? Good evening to you. Good evening, Shan. What's going on? Big time.
Hey.
All that good stuff. Let's go here. I want to
Man.
let's kind of move the needle, moving right along. Let's do some football. Let's do some football. Let's do some college football.
All
You
right.
already know what it is. It's the Final Four. It's the Final Four. It went kind of quick when you think about it, but it's all good. First up, we have Notre Dame, 1.5 point favorite versus Penn State on Thursday. So tomorrow they'll be going ahead and doing their thing. Very, very. I mean, we everybody who basically was the favorite, because you always the lower seed, highest seed got beat.
Yeah, be.
Everybody got beat. Every home team got beat. Let's put it that way. As far as even though it was at the bowl, and some of them wasn't even close. But Notre Dame, Penn State. So there will be an African American coach that's going to be coaching in the championship game at least. Very, very happy about that. Now, you still got to win it. You don't want to just get in there. You got to win it. But what's impressive to me is, though, man, is that I'm more impressed with Penn State for the simple fact everybody pretty much thinks that James Franklin can't coach. And he has an opportunity to go to the championship game. He got an opportunity. It's an opportunity for it to be an all Big Ten championship. Who had that on their bingo card? I don't think. No. We know the SEC fans definitely didn't. But Notre Dame, Penn State, my goodness. Are you keeping up with this, man? And what's your thoughts on Notre Dame, Penn State, and who you got?
I've been keeping up. I think it's Vegas always seems to know, and I think that's probably a good spread. I'm really wanting Notre Dame to win.
Freeman.
Yeah, I really want them to win, man. I think what I'm saying. I like what they have as a team. QB, please help me out. Is it Lincoln Riley?
Riley. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, he's pretty dope, man. And on top of that, man, I love their coach. You know what I'm saying? He is a damn good coach. I don't think he gets the recognition he deserves.
Raleigh Leonard. That's it.
Riley Leonard, yeah.
Riley
Lincoln
Leonard,
Riley's
yeah.
the head coach. Is the
Yeah,
head
yeah,
coach
yeah.
at
Think about that.
Yeah, it'll come to
USC.
me in a minute. Yeah. So yeah, there was Riley in there somewhere.
He was
You know what I
close.
mean? So, but I don't think the Notre Dame coach gets enough credit. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. Obviously, he always gets the credit when they win a game. Obviously, he doesn't get the credit when they lose the game, and that's the way coaching works, and I get that. But I don't even think he gets enough credit when they win the game. That's just my personal opinion. For whatever reason that may be. But I'm really wanting Notre Dame to win this game.
Cool. So you're riding with Notre Dame. Let's
I'm
just
right.
put it that
Yeah.
way. All right. The Don, what you thinking? What's your thoughts?
I'm actually, for once rolling with T Rock his way. I'm going with Notre Dame myself to beat Penn State. I'm not no Riley Leonard fan. I think he sucks to me. I mean, going all the way back to Duke days and everything else, I think we handled him pretty properly when we did take him on most of the time. But I think this was, like I said, the spread I think tells it all. And just like T Rock, Vegas know what they doing with these numbers. Hell, it's 1.5. Notre Dame will win by a last second field goal and win by 1 point or something. I mean, that's how it's been going lately. You've been seeing a lot of these late games, NFL and the college football game. But yeah, I think it's gonna be at least a real good game. I think it should be a real good game.
True, true. Um, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm a just hey, glad free man. But basically, both of these coaches was on the hot seat last year. You know,
Yeah.
both fan base, one of them gone out of the box. I'm just gonna say this. I am going with Penn State with that defense. Notre Dame defense is top notch, but they got a lot of injuries. And the reason why I'm gonna go with Penn State because if Notre Dame's love, even though he's playing, if he's not 100%, Riley's not running on Penn State like that. They're not gonna allow that to happen. And Penn State got two NFL running backs. They got the next Mr. Tyler Warren, if you never heard of him, he's the best tight end, period. He's going to be another one that you see that's going to get drafted high and have 100 catches. I mean, that kind of stuff like that. And I just think their quarterback is better than Notre Dame's quarterback. I think Riley, this is nothing but you cannot have 100 yards passing and 40 yards rushing and then Love barely getting 50 to beat Penn State. I just can't see that. Is it possible? Yeah, we see it all the time. Flukes, all kinds of things happens, interceptions and all this kind of stuff. I just think Penn State is more healthier than them. And I mean, hell, to me, somebody's due. It's gonna be Freeman or it's gonna be Franklin. Get it in there. Like I said, that game's tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, don't forget, guys, No Cap high school basketball show, 9 o'clock, big time. So we're gonna highlight some of the games if they're going to be played. I know the school's supposed to be going back tomorrow, so I guess that's going to be saved for them. Next game up, woo-wee, Ohio State. This is just like the NCAA basketball March Madness. Ohio State is that AC that you did not want in your bracket, big time. And I mean, Texas was the fifth seed, right? Because they kept choking against Georgia. Choking against Georgia. You could have really been. Well, you still would have had to play Ohio State if you'd been the number one seed. It make no difference. You'd have got them a little earlier. They might have lost a little earlier. But anyway, Ohio State 5.5 point favorite. You got the. This is the brand. This is the hell. I mean, all of us the brand bowl. All four of them: Ohio State, Texas, Penn State, and Notre Dame. But this right here. Got a coach who they was trying to get KB Michigan. We tired of Rod Day. We got to get him out of here. Shark, can he coach and all this kind of stuff? Friday, 7:30. The Don, what's your thoughts on this game and who you rolling with?
Oh my gosh! I mean, the thing about it, I started from the beginning. I was going with Ohio. Well, it was between actually the winner between Oregon and Ohio State. That's who I was going with, and I'm rolling with Ohio State to take out Texas. I just don't see Texas containing all of Ohio State. I think they got more weapons than Texas to take, to handle uh, shucks to handle Texas. It's as in Howard and your boy Howard is going to just. I think he's going to outdo duel them,
Do
and I
who?
think
Outdo
they
who?
outduel Texas. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Outdo Texas, Ohio State's quarterback, and of course your boy. What is it? Is it Jeremiah O. Smith, the wide receiver? I couldn't think, the name, but
Oh, yeah. Mr.
I,
Smith.
yeah,
Let's
I
call him
think
Mr.
he'll
Smith.
handle his business. Okay, and Mr. Smith, no one's gonna be able to contain him. So off the top, Ohio State, and they probably would double this spread. I'm looking
Mm,
at.
mm, mm, mm. Icon.
Somebody got on FanDuel. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna roll with Ohio State too, man. They are on fire right now.
Yeah, they hot.
They're
They
on
hot.
fire.
They hot.
They hot, man. You guys got to roll with the hot team. Um, the way they're playing right now, it's like the hair is on fire, man.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is a good team. Don't get me wrong. Yours, fantastic quarterback. You know what I'm saying? They have weapons. It's not like Texas is, you know what I'm saying? They have weapons. But they are, I mean, Ohio State is on fire.
Right.
They're not just beating teams, they whooping people.
Right.
So I'm saying, so with that being said, I'm riding with Ohio State. I
I
do have a
think.
question for y'all though,
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I'll wait till after the segment's over, but I just have one question and we'll leave it
Okay.
alone.
I think this game has a chance to be one of the magical games that probably should have been the championship game because Texas defense is no joke. They have studs on their defensive side too. I'm not saying Mr. Jeremiah Smith is not going to do his thing. Yeah, all right. It is what it is. But you're going to have to outscore them too. This is not going to be.
Mm.
Oh, no one's talking about Ohio State's defense. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they get good, but they're not like Penn State, Notre Dame, nothing like that, or even Texas. Right? They're not. So my thing is, as Ohio State, can you stop Texas? Can you stop their running game, Urs and all that? Can you do all that kind of stuff, Golden and all that? Because it's going to be pressure on you. And what's going to happen when they make you punt? Once or two times, did what? Because you fall back on your offense. And Whale Howard's the same cat that was at Mississippi State. You better hope that this guy gets all the time in the world because if Texas front four can get to him, it's gonna be a long night, big time. I do love Ohio State's running backs. I think they duo is probably the best in the country, and Wisner is good for Texas. I just think that this is going to be. I think this might go down to the wire, man. Who got the ball last, all that kind of stuff. And I do love Ohio State. I love the Ohio State. This I don't like the quarterback. I think he's in the system. I think he's working right, but I just can't see him. It's got to be more than him. That running game's got to be on. That running game has to be on because, like I said, Texas got DBs that run 4.443 also. I mean, let's be honest. These are teams that recruit the top 5 recruiting class every year. And Shark, hey, don't underestimate Shark when it comes to play calling, baby. Shit, either one at USC humming, Alabama humming. So this is gonna be a good one. And I just think that with Ohio State playing Oregon, you was familiar. You barely lost to them. You knew what to expect. Now this is totally different. This ain't we know we playing Don again. We can go ahead and we know what Don. No, this is totally different. So I just think that 5.5 is nice. But I don't know, that under looking nice too, man. The under looking nice because I just think everybody gets caught up in what you done against Oregon and the other game. But we also saw what you did against Michigan, who has a stellar defense and was 6-6 and something like that and lost to Indiana. I'm gonna go with under. I'm gonna go with Texas. Ohio State win. I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm gonna go with Texas. I'm gonna ride with Texas, man. I'm gonna go with Shark because his wife is beautiful. First lady. We need that first lady to get on that podium.
Oh,
That podium.
his wife is beautiful.
We're gonna have the first lady, black lady up there holding the trophy, and we're gonna have a black man holding the trophy on the other side. Either way. It's going down. Either way, it's going down. What you gonna say, Trevor? You had a
All right, I
question.
just got a quick question. This is just a yes or no from either one of y'all. Are Ohio State and Oregon rivals?
Nah.
Mm.
Nah. Michigan. It'll always be Michigan.
Exactly. So, even though Kentucky is Louisville's rival.
Uh-huh.
And there's been other rivals, Memphis, Cincinnati, football,
Right, right.
Rutgers, and people like this.
Are we saying overall or just in
Oregon
football?
and Ohio State. No, I'm just in football.
Okay.
Oregon and Ohio State. I'm just gonna tell y'all, I do not consider them rivals. I've been
Oh
having this
no.
argument at work.
Oh,
I'm just trying to just
let
get
me guess
get
who.
people's
Let
opinion.
me guess who.
Yeah.
Why? Let me ask you this: why the Mister Jets think that Oregon is their rival? Because they was number one or what? What? Why does he
Well,
say
because obviously this is not the first game when they've played each other,
right the second
right?
game of this
Apparently,
season?
yeah. Well, even previously,
Yeah, yeah,
apparently Ohio State just continues, to beat them or whatever. And my argument to this was he's convinced that they're rivals, and I'm like they're not. I said it wasn't until this year they were in the same conference.
true.
Now, if you have a conference rival, hey, totally get it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they cannot be rivals if they just got into the conference this year and you just so happen to lose to them. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Is he an Oregon
For
fan?
me, oh, yeah.
He
Uh,
he he's tired of he's tired of beating up on Oregon State. Go ahead and stay, even though Oregon State's not in the Big Ten or where the hell they at now. Dude, that's your rival. Sorry. Sorry, that's your rival.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all play for, the Beaver Dam or whatever the hell trophy y'all play for, that's your rival. No,
The
you
beaver.
just can't you just can't come in and think about it is, Louisville, Kentucky is not in the same conference. So you don't even have to be in the same conference. But my thing is
Right.
this because you've been good for a while now, but Ohio State, you would never, ever. And if someone claims that, hey, that's who we grew up for, that's our rap, that don't mean the other team has to claim you as. No, it's Michigan and Ohio State. It's not a Michigan at Ohio State, and Ohio State has a side chick named Oregon. No, no.
No,
Good try though, man.
no.
Good try, Jets, Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's terrible.
yeah, boy. I'd be boy. That's crazy, but hey,
I get it. He don't want Oregon State. I get it. They whip Oregon State like constantly, so I get it, bro. I get it. I understand. I mean, whew. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's
Yeah.
let's 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 see what we got here. I know I put it somewhere now. Let me
yeah,
find.
yeah.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. We in there. We in there. We in there. Let's go. Chargers 3 points favorite over the Texans. Saturday at 4:30. This right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna say I don't know what I'm getting with Texans. I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, beginning of the season, I was high on them. I thought they was gonna go ahead. I thought C.J. Stroud was gonna on a projector to do what he had to do because he rocked the road last year. This has been a sophomore slump. Even though give credit to the Texans as far as uh, Coach Ryan and the defense and Nico Collins. I mean, they got the guys, but until
Yeah.
Mr. Stroud get his head on, you may win this one. You may win this one because this is going to be a slobber knocker because the Chargers don't as not explosive team, and we know Nico Collins to go off at any time. So, but this could have been Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't have cared. Icon, what's your thoughts on this game?
I was thinking the same exact thing as far as what's said about the Texans. Just don't know. I mean, so yeah, it's which is puzzling to me. All things considered, uh, the Chargers, they, you know, got game managers. They manage the game well. Hell makes at least what I'm saying, the AFC West look better. But what I mean? It's like for me, this is a pick'em game, and I honestly I don't care who wins.
Right.
But yeah, if I were to choose someone to win, I'd probably just go Chargers because of the AFC West situation. That's it. Nothing more than that.
Cool. Don.
Yeah. Pretty much what you said about CJ Stroud. He pretty much let me down this year. I try to roll with him all year, but he's had some big games, several, but not really did what you expect him to do. But like you said, might that sophomore slump where put too much on him and expected so much from the rookie year he had last year, and it didn't work out like that. But at the same time, they still got to the playoffs. I mean, I give them that. They still got to the playoffs. At least y'all are here on this coming weekend. Y'all are
Right.
playing. I
Right.
give y'all that. I mean, same time, Joe Mixon had a great year. Nico Collins, when Tank Dell was playing some, I mean, he still had some great, some great games until he went out. So, uh, I think I'm looking for the Chargers will end up pulling this out. I think, even though they're Texans, I think they'll find some way to win.
Right. I just, to me, I'm probably right with the Texans just because it just I like Herbert, but who's he throwing it to? Dobbins hurts all the time. I just think that if you cannot run away from Texas, then at Texas, Houston's going to be rocking. Collins might give you two TDs and then the game's over with. Because I just don't think the Chargers built to come back. I think they methodical, and that's how Harbaugh is. You know what I'm saying? Until he gets that defense together and he gets the style he wants, this is not. I don't care who the quarterback is. So, it is what it is. But it should be a good one. But maybe a little snoozers. Oh, look at her! Look at her! Steelers at the Ravens.
This is gonna be
Ravens are
interesting.
9.5-point favorite. Saturday at 8 p.m. They continue to play on Saturday or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just like the Icons team. But it is what it is. The Don, what's your thoughts on this game?
This is going to be an interesting game right here. I mean, Lamar has got to show up. He got to handle his business. They are at home, and I'm thinking Lamar's gonna pull it out myself. I don't think the Steelers got it to. They got a pretty, of course, they got to where they are, but they haven't had no pretty at the very these last games. Really ain't been all that pretty. I don't remember that. So I'm thinking Lamar and them are in the mode to be like, yeah, we get to the playoffs and we're gonna handle business because I think this is his year. I'm thinking it's time for him to get another MVP. So Ravens win. They might
Right.
not cover though.
Icon.
Um, I I like the Ravens too. Obviously Lamar's a special guy. Derrick Henry's a special guy. Takes a lot of stuff off of Lamar. Um, Although Lamar should still use his feet, he's special like that. I don't know, and y'all can probably enlighten me. When the last time Russell Wilson was in this situation? I think he's going to play well. I just don't think they're going to play well enough to beat the Ravens.
Yeah, he he can. Yeah, he was slanging it at Seattle, hanging on by a thread because they were trying to kill him, get him out of there. They bounces the Broncos, stuff like that. But I will say this: Lamar is not, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like I'm not even judging Lamar on this game. Like you should beat the Steelers. You should beat the Steelers. Like if you beat the Steelers, no one's gonna say, "Oh yes, Lamar's." Yeah, no. They're not judging you against the Steelers. That's familiar. And hell, the Steelers, even though the Steelers have owned the Ravens for a while, even though Ravens won this year, if he win this game, no one's saying, "Oh yes, that's the super." They're gonna be like, "Oh, he's supposed to beat them." These games mean nothing, right, until he gets to the Super Bowl. Let's be real. Because if you win, you're supposed to win this game. And it's the Steelers. Y'all know each other. We need to see you do it against the Chiefs or somebody like that. So he's not. But if you lose this game, oh my God, we told y'all he was garbage and the Ravens, and it's all gonna be him. It's all gonna be him. So you damn if you do, damn if you don't. So I got the Ravens. Go ahead and take. Even though what's his name? He's not gonna play. The receiver. The little receiver they got, I forgot his name. Fast guy.
Hollywood. Hollywood.
Hollywood is on his. Hollywood is on old
I
boys.
mean, not Hollywood. Yeah.
Zay Flowers.
Zay
Your boy
Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's probably
What I was
done.
thinking with-
He's
Yeah.
probably done. His knee and stuff like that. So now you really gonna have to use your legs. And it's so funny. We always talk about you need to do still rush for 900, but you need to use your legs in the playoffs. You need to use your legs in the playoffs.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing.
Definitely.
We need to use in the playoffs. So. Next up, oh my gosh, the Broncos at the Bills. Who had the Broncos and Bo Nix? Oh my gosh, Bill 8.5 point favorite. And it's funny because Josh Allen doesn't get that pressure that Lamar gets in the playoffs, and he should get every bit of the same pressure. Because all I know is he ain't been to the Super Bowl either. and the Broncos defense is legit. So we gonna see what is going on with that. Icon, what's your thoughts on this game?
Again, another AFC West team. The Broncos, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Cincinnati's mad, but Broncos, you're welcome. As far as the Bills are concerned, you're right. Josh Allen hasn't been to a Super Bowl. When was again? It's escaping me. But when was the last time that he was even in an AFC Championship game?
If it was it against y'all? Did he make it? Did y'all knock him out early?
Well, we beat them. I can't remember if that was the game where they got up and we came back. Obviously, you get Patrick Mahomes the ball, a minute left in the game, things is gonna happen.
Right.
I can't remember if that was the AFC Championship game or not.
Right.
But if it wasn't, then he definitely should be catching heat.
Big time.
Yeah,
Big time.
Lamar made that game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying. But as far as this game is concerned, I think he is doing more with less. Broncos have fantastic defense. Peyton has got these boys playing.
Scary.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's very scary. So you really don't know what to expect. But at the Bills, dumb cold out, I'm going Bills.
Don.
Yeah, I mean, I've been rooting for Bo Nix. I mean, after I picked him up mid-season, and like I said, he's been producing off and on during the season, but they've been maintaining. Who would have thought the, Denver Broncos? He probably, even got to 10-7, I guess, after what went on from last year and the turnover. But Bo Nix showed it. He gets what it takes to be an NFL quarterback, I suppose, and Cortland Sutton and. I ain't seen no big really out of Javonte Williams, but evidently doing something to get Denver to where they at. But I guess I still should see Josh Allen should win this game. I don't think they'll cover. I think probably be about 5 or 6, something like that. They will escape because they are in Buffalo. And one thing, we don't even know how the weather's going to be coming up this weekend. So, yeah, I suspect Josh Allen to win this.
Right. Well, I would say this. Weather should not be no excuse because Colorado gets cold too to have snow. So my whole thing is that the Bills Mafia is different as far as the home field advantage. So weather should not be an issue. But experience-wise, so they're going to have to lean on Peyton. They're going to have to lean on him as far as a coach. Do what you got to do. Put them in put Bo Nix into a certain situation that he can prosper. And you got to lean on that defense because if you don't stop Allen at all, then it don't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Yeah. You don't want him to have 2 TDs pass and 2 TDs running or nothing like that. You're going to have to put that pressure on him and all that kind of stuff. But I'm going to ride with the Bills too. I'm with you, Don. I don't think it's going to be 8.5. And if it is, then it ain't going to be 8.5. It'd be more like 14-16. If it gets high, it's going to be a blowout. So you better, if you're a Broncos fan, you got to hope that you stay in there and have a chance going into the fourth quarter big time.
Yeah, that was AFC Championship against the Chiefs.
Was it? Okay. All right.
Mm.
Packers at the Eagles. This right here, Eagles is 4.5. I think if the Packers would went ahead and rest their players, they'd probably be in a better position against the Eagles. You got Watson who's hurt. You got Love who got dinged up. I mean, come on, you got. Well, I ain't gonna say Zaire Alexander because hell, he only played like 2 games this season anyway, 2 or 3, and he just had knee surgery. Only reason I think that this may be a game, just because LaFleur, the head coach, he's gonna scheme it. That's it. If Love's not 100%, that's I mean you can't have Mister what's this guy from Liberty, Willis. You can't have Mister
Oh.
Willis out there holding on to the ball, looking lost because that Eagles defense will smack the shit out of him, point blank. That front seven, I ain't gonna say that front four is different, and they're not gonna let Mister Willis. What you talking about, Willis? All that shit. It's on, baby. Should be. Hopefully, it's a good game. But I mean, I just think that LaFleur. I know he said he was probably just seeding, but hell, now you're banged up. I don't even know if that's gonna even make a difference. The Don, Packers and Eagles.
Mm. I was looking for the Eagles to make a little run this year. They might do a little something in the NFC. I mean, they're looking good behind Shaquan Barkley and the Eagles. I think this is another one. It could be close, or it can be just a straight blowout. So hopefully the defense, but we know, like you said, they're gonna be out. Hopefully, Packers defense can contain. I think Philly myself. Jacob's been having a hell of a year this
Ooh,
year,
yeah, yeah.
and we know they have multiple sources of wide receivers who've been doing what they need to do. They've been, as
Stack.
in right, but you've had one game receiver go down, the next man have to step up. One game this seems so. I guess Love is just working with what he's working with, and yeah, Eagles they cover. They cover.
I'm gonna say this. I know as of other day, I think yesterday or the day before, Hertz was still in the protocol. Uh,
Yep. I
if,
did
if
see
he
that.
if he doesn't play, they gonna lose this game. Pickett's
Oh yeah,
not win.
it's,
Pickett
yeah.
is not beating the Packers. You could beat
Nah.
Dallas. You didn't even finish that. I mean, hell, the other guy even started and won against the
Yeah.
Giants. So you can't trot that out there. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll probably be cleared tomorrow, because if Hurst don't play, then this is a whole different game. Go ahead, T. Rock.
Um, I agree. As much as I don't want the Eagles to win,
I don't either.
yeah, I'm going Packers just out of spite. Uh, I love Saquon. I think
Right.
he's dope. You know what I'm saying? I love the Eagles. There's one of the rare teams that look good on paper but actually play well on the field.
Right.
But just out of spite, I'm going Packers.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that Shaquan, if he could have went to 20 teams, maybe 24 teams, and I'm not saying he had 2,000 yards, but he'll definitely had over 1,000, because dude's a hell of a back regardless. There's certain teams you can't go and make no difference where you are, but I think it just fits that. One of the problems is that Hurst. I have a problem with a quarterback with 19 TDs and shit like that. Or what if he got? Give the ball to him. Why we even
Yeah.
get him a chance to get dinged up? I think it's stupid. I think it is. There's no reason he have 17, 19 rushing TDs when you got Shaquan Barkley back there.
Yeah.
That's
Stealing
crazy.
points.
Dude should be. Barkley should have already had probably the NFL single season record with about 30 something, because he's going to score all them touchdowns that boy scored. He would have scored. I mean, let's keep it 100. I just don't care for the coach. I'm a ride with the Packers just because I can't stand the Eagles, but kind of hurt when you're losing players and everything's dinged up. So I'm with the Don as far as if it ain't close, this is a blowout like all day. But there's just so many unknown in this game. But I'm gonna go with the Packers. Twan, we riding with you, bro. We riding with you, man. Come on.
Come on.
The less sexy game of the day. Commanders at the Bucks. The Bucks is the 3-point favorite. Uh, 8 p.m. Jaden, dude is doing well. The numbers are not outstanding. Like it when you look at the games and stuff, he's had some great games and stuff like that. But it's like 170 something yards, passing 120. I mean, it's not really that. But that ain't the problem. The offense, to me, the problem is the defense. Their defense is not that good. And Baker, the maker, Baker man, may bake a lot of cakes on 8 p.m. and it's at the Bucks. Icon, what's your thoughts on Commanders at the Bucks?
Um, I'm gonna go. I'm going for the Bucks. I think the Bucks are likely going to win this game. Um, I think as good as Daniels is, he's still green.
Right.
We I can't say he's not built for the moment because he hasn't had the moment yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still green, and you can have all these other guys telling you how much this is and how much this means and all this kind of stuff until you actually experience it. You don't know. So I think I'm not going to say that the moment is going to be too big for him,
Right.
but it is a big moment, and Baker has seen this moment before. So I'm riding with the Bucks.
Baker. Don.
Hmm. Going with the Commanders. I'm looking at your boy to make history. I'm looking at Daniels to do something that, unprecedented for himself to just, lead him in rushing, lead him in passing, and all he's done, he's just, trying to be the next phase of the quarterback, as in just keeping it going, as in, the next spotlight, as in once a whole new mode. And I don't know. I'm seeing Baker might be the one to might fold this year in these games. And you might catch Baker might throw a couple picks. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm looking to see Washington even with a pick six this game. So
I hope you didn't bet it.
scary, scary Terry might do his, going to do his thing, and I'm thinking Jaden would, handle his business down there. They on a 5-game winning streak right now, and might be even more. But yeah, I'm looking for the Washington to win this all out. Money line, Washington.
I got the Bucks. Dan Quinn's defense sucks in playoffs. Everywhere he's been, can't hold water. He don't even have the half the talent that he had at Dallas. You got Bobby Wagner, love him to death. That's my guy. But Baker may throw too, but he also may throw 5 TDs with that too.
That is true. We
DB's is suspect for the Commanders. So we'll see. Bucky Irvin, going to run through that. Damn it, they gave up a 140 to Rico Dowdle. What you gonna do with Bucky Irvin in there? Like some real running backs. What you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? I mean, come on, man. I don't know, man. I'm just
on Rico.
Yeah, I am. And I can do that.
Hey,
The crazy
don't do Rico like that. Don't do Rico
yeah,
like that.
Rico is garbage. He's garbage. Yeah, I don't care what no one says. Dude is garbage. Hey, we got 1,000 yards. They played 17 games. All you gotta do is average 45 yards, 50 yards, 55 yards. You get 1,000. That's not impressive no more. But nah, I'm gonna ride with the Bucks. Yaya, go ahead and do what you gotta do. Get you some sacks. Take care of business. Let's see. Last but not least, we have the Vikings. Is this the first time ever that a 14-3 team has to go on the road for the playoff game to start the playoffs?
Ain't that crazy?
At the Rams, 8 p.m. The shoot. One thing I would say that we've been consistent that everybody pretty much knew that once the Rams got healthy with their players, especially offense, scary. And here they are again. They do it they've been doing it the past 4 years. Suck in the first half and then to come back and make the playoffs type stuff. So hey, uh, love Stafford to death. He did what he does, the Puka and all them kind of stuff. I like that. But Donald, if you want to be the quarterback for the Vikings next year, you have to win this game. You have to. There's no way in hell you're gonna be the quarterback if you lose from being 14-3 at the Rams. You're not, dude. They got Daniel Jones on the sidelines, which Vikings fans. If you do that, Jefferson and everybody's leaving. Come on, man. Daniel Jones has some of the best receivers known to man, and still doesn't win. J.J. McCarthy back there, look like he's trying to do hair commercials and stuff like that with his locks. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that sit there hoping that you choke that are your teammates because they know they have a chance. I just never seen that. Like I said, the 14-3 on the road. They got to fix this, man. They got to do what they got to do. I think the divisional champions or whatever, they can get in there. They can, you get into the tournament. I don't think you automatically host a game. I think it needs to go by the record, point blank, because the Rams and all this kind of stuff like that, bro. That's horrible. Don, what's your thoughts on the Vikings at the Rams, man?
Oh man, I'm looking. I don't think I see Stafford winning this one. I think Sam Darnold's going to show up. I'm looking for him to build on what he's been, going on all season. Aaron Jones and Justin Jefferson and and your boy, God, who's on the other side? Jefferson,
Addison,
second wide receiver. Addison. I'm thinking they're going to, keep producing it. Yeah, and one thing I guess they even know, are they the wildfires out there because they're gonna be a SoFi. I wonder if they talked about changing game times, anything else, but that ain't gonna hurt them. So they indoors, they in SoFi Stadium, that beautiful place it is. So Vikings pull out.
That'd be messed up, boy. That'd be messed up if they get that brand new shiny toy burnt down, boy. That'd be messed up. T-Rock.
Right.
Darnold's going to have to live in the film room. He missed a lot of passes. He missed a lot of open people this last game. And I think he's thinking about it. He's forcing it. Yeah, he's forcing
Motown, baby.
He's thinking about it and he's forcing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had him second guessing himself, and you know what I'm saying? You got a wide open dude over here.
He had a Temptation, Four Tops, and Supremes in his ears. Oh my God.
all night long.
Brought the old Sam Darnold back.
He was like he didn't know what to do. So he better live in that film room and figure that out. Otherwise, they're not going to beat the Rams. That's just not going to happen. So, but with that being said, though, I am going to pull for the Vikings. I think the Vikings. I think Sam Darnold. You put it nailed right on the head, man. Darnold has to win this game if he's going to be QB next year.
Pressure.
A lot of pressure. And honestly, if they win this game, the next game, because I don't believe that
you might be
they
right.
really want him to be quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think they want to, but he has to be undeniable.
True.
He has to be undeniable. So, with that being said, I'm definitely going to go Vikings on this one. The Rams, again, they do their thing, but going Vikings.
Yeah, I'm riding with you guys. I'm going with the Vikings. I just think this is the game that you're really going to miss Mr. Donald, Aaron Donald. This is the game that he could, as our boys was listening to the Supremes and Four Tops and all that in his ear, Aaron Donald would have been in his lap or put him on his ass this whole game. He'd have wrecked it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going with the Vikings. And like I said, it's more pressure on him. He has more pressure. Only player that got more pressure than him is Lamar Jackson. The only one.
Go with that.
Point blank. So, but Donna, you right there, baby, because they ain't getting rid of Lamar. Lamar is good. You know, they just have to shake it off. You, my man, yeah, you be in a whole different uniform next year if you lose. That's different. All right, let's do some awards. Let's get some awards out real quick. All right, let's go. Let's go to the winners. The winner chicken dinners. Let's see if hopefully I did this right. Yeah, let's see going on. The Will Show Kentucky High School Boys Basketball Player of the Week, sponsored by Mile Wide Beer Company, is Callaway County's Eli Finley. Averaged 23.3 points and 8 rebounds. Yeah, he did his thing, and I love that picture. Dude, hey, I'm not just a shooter. I dunk on you. He did. Congratulations, Callaway County. Sit there and showed out for him, and he deserved it. Eli Finley is the Will Show's High School Boys Basketball Player of the Week. Congratulations. Let's go on and get you to look soul clap. Big time, big time. You did a golf clap like you was like you was T-Rock. That's him. The Will Show's Kentucky High School Girls Basketball Player of the Week, sponsored by Mile Wide Beer Company, is Franklin Simpson, Larisha Cawthorn, who won it the last time we did the awards. We know what you're doing, Franklin Simpson. We get it. We understand, and she deserves it. She deserves it. 26 points, 11 rebounds. Larisha probably has won this award since we did the girls' awards maybe 4 to 5 times. So, hey, she was at a different school last time. She's in a new one this time, and they are rocking and rolling with her, and she is balling. The Will Show Kentucky High School Girls Basketball Player of the Week, Franklin Simpson, Larisha Cawthorn. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, T-Rock, what you leaving the people with?
Man, everybody have a great night. I appreciate everybody eyes on the product, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Big time, big time. The Don, what you leaving the people with, sir?
All right, everybody, stay in, stay warm. You don't gotta be on those streets. No need to go out on them. And before I go, give you a little word, as in, not every door. No. Here we go. Not every closed door is locked.
Voice in. That sounds good. That is great.
Not every closed door is locked. Push. Even if you don't got a key, your destiny might just be on the other side.
All right, that's cool. Hey guys, thank you guys for joining the Will Show. Like the Don said, and Icon. Hey, thank you for watching. Also, hey, get that little drip. I hate to see you have busted pipes, so it's gonna be that kind of cold. School's back in session. Everything else is like that too. So everybody be safe. These streets. That's right. School got canceled Thursday. They probably this closing for the whole week. This closing. I mean,
it's
because
closed for the week.
Okay, that's great to say. All this 1 day here, 2 days, just close it. So that well, if that's the case, that's no games on Friday. They don't play if they don't go to school. So it is what it is.
Don't play, don't go to school.
Yeah. So, hey, thank you guys for joining, and we holler at you. Peace out.
It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. Tune in every week. He gonna let you know. It's the Will Show. Only thing I know, only thing for sure. It's the Will Show. It's the Will Show. How's everything you wanna know? Keep up everything about sports, so you gon' catch his flow. Never be low. Check it every day, cause he gonna upload. You gonna be happy, cause you caught his flow. Talking, he gonna make you even wanna talk. Might even get expired, take it for a walk. Listen to his voice, yeah, you have a choice. But if you don't listen, you gonna be lost. Catch your attention like Randy Moss. Share it like you really just did a toss. Kick your feet up, enjoy the show like you a boss. He's gonna make you happy so you don't worry. Like and subscribe and join the ride. Not from Alabama, but we stay roll tide. Shows every night, so you better slide. Hit the nutty zone to be on our side. It's the white.